Hello, it is I, Dr. Brian Lorg on 111, and welcome back to Blueprints. The first charming inn that I had today did not go well at all. Let's not talk about it. Let's just have a better one. I got the conservatory and I made the music room more common because that's a pretty good room. I quit out of this one after that. I had the diary key and I did draft south a few times, but never managed to get Her Ladyship's chamber. And so, yeah, I'm basically trying to move quickly and just roll on the dice, because I need a good dice roll. I don't have anything going for me today. The trunk is locked. Something tells me you should stay that way. Yeah, that's the cursed chest. Okay, at least I've interacted with it now. Let's make a bigger donation. We've donated like 10 before. What if we donate like 20? Actually, let's do all 22. Let's see how many days and what I get. Blessing the Gardener. Add 8 courtyards to your draft pool. That lasts for 4 days. Okay, so I have lots of... I want to get the shovel out of the coat closet for sure, because courtyards have 5 digging spots. That's actually kind of cool. It's going to be harder to find among all the courtyards. It's going to be harder to find some of the other rooms I'm looking for. But yeah, let's definitely try to get a shovel in this one now. Alright, I've made the east wing hallway a little bit more common, because I like having hallways. Okay, this is the first time that I've wanted to use the dovecote for rotating. So if I rotate 4 plans... It's not the way I wanted them to rotate. There we go. This hallway is now pointed the way that I want it. So that's pretty cool. That's a case of the dovecote being useful in the drafting pool. It's more useful just sitting around in the drafting pool than it is actually drafting it, I think. Uh-oh. We have a new tennis ball or something. 10 divided by 3. Maybe that's going to mean multiplied by 3? Nope. 10 divided by 3. Maybe this means round it down. That might be it. 20 minus a third rounded down would be 19. Nope. So this did become 3. Maybe it means rounded to the nearest number. And so, because it is something round, so 20 minus a third still rounds up to 20. That seems to be right. 5. Oh, now we have 2 stripes on the tennis ball. Hold on. Well, for now, I'll just say 5. Alright, that's not right. So, 10 rounds to 3, 19.6 rounds to 20. 5 with 2 stripes. What can I imagine that means? How about multiplied by 3 for 15? That's not it. Alright, 10 ended up being the answer, so I'm not sure why. 5 became 10. And now 18 is going to become something. 18 was 20. So now there's a extra stripe on this bowl. So 10 multiplied by 6 is 60. Do some operation and then divide by 20. I have a possible idea. Is this 5? It is 5. I think it might be the clue given this many turns ago, which is ridiculous. 9 was never given as a clue, so I think I should be safe resetting the puzzle. So 13 was the first clue. 10 was the second clue. 20 and 1 were the third clue. Then, 2 turns ago, it was 10 was the first clue. 18 goes to 5. 2 turns ago, 5 was the first clue. No, wait, hold on. Oh my goodness. 13. 10 is the clue. 20 is the first clue? No. Ah. I'm trying to keep track of too many things. And this might not be the right hypothesis. Alright, that's the first one I'm giving up on. And that might mean that my billiards room is now useless to me. That's unfortunate. Aha, there's my shovel. So I definitely want this, and I probably want to keep it the next few days, so we'll be checking it back into the coat check place. But let's have it on me today, because I'm going to have a bunch of courtyards, potentially. Oh, I drafted the gallery, and it's the same gallery. I guess I have to complete this one before I can move on. And I haven't thought about them, really. Could this be realize? Actual, genuine, veritable, all mean real? Real eyes? That seems plausible to me. R E A L I. Can't wait to see what the Z looks like in this font. Z E. Alright. So we move that down. Can I solve this one? Thin. Pin cushion, infinity. 7 deadly sins. Skin. It's up on pillars. I really like the idea of inwards, INWARDS, but it's an 8-letter word, not a 7. Okay, what about this? Shark is deadly. Sins are deadly. This animal is dead. Pincushion, like, this could be like if you had like a effigy kind of thing, or what's the voodoo doll kind of something that you're sticking the pins in? But we have deadly. Deadly in. Something about deadly. Dead. And this whole thing is in a room. I tried fooling around with the letters. It could end in innate. Like in 8. Innate. Minnate. Marinate is a word that I can spell, but that's not it. Yeah, I just don't know. Hopefully it'll come to me at some point, but I think we'll just have to move on, and the gallery's kind of a useless room to me right now. Here in the nook, I've never looked closely at the colors on these things. Like, the red one almost looks kind of like a sigil or something. I think I need to screenshot this. Well, this was another bad one. Allegedly, there are 8 courtyards in my drafting pool. I saw 0 of them in the manor. And I wasn't able to get my extra keys. So I'm going to check my shovel back in. Yeah. And then we're going to call it. Let's try again. Perplexing indeed. Okay, I got another billiard thing. And I think it's like 2 stripes was round to the nearest 10. So 3 stripes could be round to the nearest 20 or something. So let's try that out. 10 times 6 is 60. Round to the nearest 6, or 20 is still 60. Divided by 20 is 3. That didn't work. Maybe it's round to the nearest 100. That would make sense. So this is 3 divided by 2 is 1.5, rounds up to 2. No. This is 13 divided by 2, rounds up to 7. This is 3 divided by 2, rounds up to 2. This is 5, rounds up to 10. This is 11, rounds down to 10. And now this is 10 times 6 is 60, rounds up to the nearest 100 is 100, divided by 20 is 5. There we go, that's the rule. So 10 times 16 is 160, Rounds to 200 divided by 10 is 20. Okay, thank goodness. My billiards are saved. Hey, hey! The garage is next to the boiler room once I do this. And the garage was listed as a possible destination. By, the thing. Okay, so if I turn on boiler power, yeah, I see the boiler room thing coming in over here. What would that do for me? So in order to turn on the boiler power, I have to do a bunch of stuff. So let me go do that. Oh, it's still in the state I left it in. Okay, that's very convenient. Okay, then in that case I can just activate this. And there should be boiler power now going to the garage. And we can see what the boiler power in the garage actually does. So it's lit up over here. And it goes here. And does what? Did it open the gate, possibly? I still can't climb this, I presume. Why did the metal detector go off for a second there? I guess there's a coin right here. Aha. I guess I walk outside because it is just kind of going outside. Like, maybe it powers the gate. Maybe that's what it is. And maybe I'm about to get to the back for the first time. So out here. Still can't interact. So that doesn't seem to be it. Alright. I've powered this. What is it going into? If I had the car keys, could I drive the car? I mean, that doesn't really make sense. It's like sending boiler power here. Why would that help? Can it power the garage even if you don't have the utility box powering it? I currently have the utility box that allows me to open the garage, but it feels like this is definitely electrical power. Like, I feel like I've been waiting and waiting and waiting to get a chance to have the boiler room do something. And now that it's done it, I can't even tell if and what it's doing. Also, by the way, I have the Blessing of the Gardens. Add 8 courtyards to your draft pool. Still haven't seen a single one. Alright, boiler power comes here, it comes here, it comes here. And then... I'm guessing it's just an alternate way to power the garage door, maybe? If I have enough steps at the end of the day, I might test that by flipping the utility box back off in the garage and seeing if I can still open and shut the door, because I presume I can toggle it, right? Oh no, it's already opened. So I can't even toggle it to test it now. Like, now that I opened it, I've already screwed myself out of the opportunity to do more science. Poop. Well, that's unfortunate. Also, while we've got the boiler going and different things, this device over here, there was a picture of this somewhere underground as like one end of something, so I think something underground. This is powering it now, possibly. And I'm not sure where the other end of that thing was offhand, but that's like another thing for me to worry about. Hey, finally a courtyard. I just managed to check my shovel out of the coat closet, and so this is good timing. I do have the root cellar today, so there's a lot of dig spots. And so I'm hoping that, like, I've already dug up one turnip, but I'm low on steps from kind of running around a bunch. Do I have a sledgehammer? I do not. Do I want to spend a key on this? I could probably afford to, because we'll probably, like, dig up some extra keys and things. There might be a key in here anyway. So I think I will use a key. And dice are good. I managed to get the dark room next to the boiler room. And so I just flipped the switch back on. And I think I should have enough steps to get back up there. Let's see, I might as well go through here and grab a gem and something else. There's another lockbox. And the metal detector is going off. Is it because there's something in the lockbox, or is there a coin on the ground? I think there's a coin on the ground somewhere, yeah. So that's what's setting off the metal detector. But I think I will do this again. Just gems. Okay, that didn't really work out the way I wanted it to. Do I have enough steps? Okay, there's lots of places to dig here in the kennel. Let's see if I get anything good. So far, no. A few old coins. A turnip. That's good. I'm running low on steps. Some coins. And there's also a coin just sitting there. And I left apples in the boudoir just in case I got a laboratory experiment, but right now I just need them for the food. So, now we can walk over to the dark room, which I think also has boilery things in the ceiling. And I hit the circuit breaker. So it's staying on. I can see that we have boiler power. So I still have a chance for 2 more rooms, and so according to my notes, the pump, the lab, and the laundry room might accept boiler power. And if I can route through the weight room, that's another possible place to just kind of like extend where the boiler power is currently going. And I do have the thingies turned off. This one will potentially give me more options, so let's use this. The laundry room. That's one of the rooms that apparently boiler power might do something in, so I guess we're going to take it. So, there is boiler power coming in and going into this laundry machine. No, because it's not currently routed there. Right, I have to reroute the boiler power now to go through the dark room, but that's easy to do. I just go here, and I flip this switch. Okay, so now boiler power is going through the dark room to the laundry room, and what does that enable me to do? Shoe shine. Swap steps and diamonds. Okay. Star treatment. The service costs 5 and will exchange all of your remaining stars with your allowance permanently. I'm not sure what remaining stars means. Is that the stars I haven't gotten, or is that the stars I have gotten? I imagine it's the stars I have gotten. And I'm up to... They're roughly the same number. Like, my allowance is in the 20s, and I think my stars are in the 20s. I think the stars might be in the 30s. That could be interesting. And die cleaning. Swap all of your dice with all of your keys at a 1-to-1 rate. More allowance could be good to help us eventually buy all the things out of the shops. And this is a rare thing to get a handle on. So maybe I will do this just to find out. Sure, let's do it. Okay, yeah. Okay, so I have fewer stars. That's fine, I don't use the observatory all that much, but more allowance will help every day. So I'm actually pretty okay with that. Okay, so the laundry room, I made it a rare room, but it happened to work out just now. It's still the case that we're looking for the lab to try to power it. Also, apparently there's a key in here. Glad I had the lights on. Okay, lab... Wow! Wow! We're gonna get to power the lab. I don't believe it. I kind of do believe it, but I don't believe it. So, this thing is powered up and I know how to activate it. But first, let's set up an experiment. Alright, continue with my experiment. Immediately... Whenever you draft an archive floor plan, each time you find some trash while digging, that one could work out for me well. I could get a bunch more letters. Yeah, let's imagine I'm still going to find some more trash. So I'm going to say this. Start the experiment. It's too bad the lab came so late, but it's also kind of good that it came so late because now it's powered. Okay, so according to my notes, what do I do here? Okay, according to my notes, this translated to push 3 up after 9. So I push 9 up. Oops. Push 9 up. And then push 3 up. And what have we done? We've started a science experiment that's going to create a rift through time and space. Or electrify open the electrical gates or this doorway that I've seen out here. Yeah, we're opening a doorway, aren't we? Okay, that's fine with me. That sounds like permanent progress. Oh my goodness. It's been a slog. Blackbridge Grotto. Grotto had been a circled word in Denny Ravine's notebook. Blackbridge is the name of the story about the cursed thief. Each day you may access one offline terminal from the network. Permanent changes do not reset each day. Neat. Okay, so that is like super duper long-term something good. Do I have enough steps to get out there? I will if I go by the dining room and eat my dinner. That is so well deserved, except for I haven't gotten to level 8, so I can't do that. I could go out through the garage and just walk there, and it's not as far. Okay, we did a thing, and I can dig up some trash in the root cellar while we're out there too. Okay, that's super exciting. This is the wrong way. No, this is the correct way. Okay, so I'm going to swing by the root cellar. I'll probably dig up some turnips. I'll probably dig up some trash. Both will help me. And then we're going to go over to the now electrified doorway at Majigger and see what's up with the offline terminals. Maybe that's where I'm going to need to use the administrator password, ROUTH, from Hartley Ruota. Maybe. Okay, so diggy dig, found a key. Thanks for nothing. There's some pebbles. There we go. Letter's been delivered to the mailroom. A letter's been delivered to the... Oh, that's the leftover. Got another key. Old tin can. Letter's been delivered to the mailroom. There we go. Coins. Nothing of interest. Nothing of interest doesn't count as a letter delivered to the mailroom, or maybe I delivered all the letters at this point. That's also a possibility. I want to get back to coat check to leave my shovel again for tomorrow, but I think I have enough steps to do that. Also, it's possible there will be dig spots in this new roomy building majigger that we're about to go visit. And I appreciate that we've got some spooky noises going on with the music. Once I got the boiler going. Okay, so we go down into this secret place. Wow! Look at this place. It's crazy. On the ceiling, I don't think it's a sigil. I think it's just the nature of the building. What am I looking at here? Am I seeing reflections? Like there's... Oh, it's just like sunken dots or something? Can I interact? I can press this. A small data microchip. Looks like it might be able to be plugged in somewhere. Insert microchip. Oh, am I gonna have to find 3 of them? And that's going to something something? It shows me 1 over here. 3 of them will unlock this door to the grotto, I guess? What was the thing about offline terminals? Do I need to talk to one of the computers to talk to the offline terminals? And now they'll be online? Oh, hold on. Here's the computer. Here we go. Here we go. Blackbridge. Press enter. Admin key. RUOTH. Been waiting forever. This admin key has been deactivated. What? What? Uh, is there any chance that Denny Ravine would have overridden it somehow? Admin not found. Is there any chance that Herbert Sinclair would have overridden it? Admin not found. I have a computer. I would like to take advantage of it. How about Ann Babbage? Welcome to Blackbridge. Okay, good. I need to write that down. Admin key, Baba. It lets you know what you typed in. User database apparently is the only thing that I have access to. Randolph Moore has admin access. I'm not sure who that person is offhand. There's Ann Babbage. She's the house manager. Personnel access. Harley Rota. Key expired. Danny Ravine. Key expired. I guess I spelled Ravine wrong when I was trying to do it. 3 additional delisted admin keys. So, K. Tom. That rings a faint bell, but I'm not sure who that person is. Okay. Return to the menu. Network settings. This admin key doesn't have permission for this feature. But if I know the user database, why don't I try R more? Okay, so if I just exit, and then Ann logs out, and then more R. Welcome to Blackbridge. There we go. Network settings. Terminal timeout settings. Stays connected without disconnecting. New connection every time. Okay. 1 day, 1 week, 1 month, immediate. I'm not sure why that matters right now. Electronic mail settings. I might as well be able to look at mail everywhere, right? What is the disadvantage to doing this? I don't know. And what happens if I say check connection? Outside the local network has been temporarily disabled. Okay, but it did preserve what I did there, so if I want to check email anywhere, I can. Okay. What about admin logs? Randolph Moore. Last cable's finally laid. Office connected to the network. The server's outside of the house to maintain connection stability since the layout changes. Alright, yeah, that's what we're looking at right now. They're connected to the network. Come up with a name for it. Blackbridge. Ominous name. Right, I've read the story. Okay, regular maintenance, fixed a connection error between office and security terminal. Email capabilities that can be accessed via the network. Cameras have been disabled for recording. Also, okay, security terminal playback. There's a bunch of deleted logs. New admin key created. Requested name doesn't quite fit with our typical length formatting. Okay, so there's another key. Email is only accessible from the office. The date here, 9/01/87. I wonder if that's around the time that Denny Ravine's plot was discovered or something. I'll have to compare it to dates in his gardener's log, I guess. Routine maintenance. Routine maintenance. Admin has all access to everything. Personnel just has the user database. Archive has full access to archived admin logs and deleted database entries. Okay, so archive access is what we really want. RTA is down while we work on a solution. It's working again a few days later. This is in 92. Temporary admin key has been added and then deleted. Just for a couple of months, right. Hartley Ruota was going to be like out of town for a couple of months to plan the heist of the Red Ruby Crown or something, I think. Tom K, welcome to the team. So that happened after all of that. Data management. Changing the guard. Prepare for Simon's arrival. Per the Baron's request, we've disabled various things. I guess that was the last one, and now I'm just on previous. Yes, okay, so return to menu. So those are all the admin logs. Data files. Import trophy data. I see. Collect trophies in one file that might be impossible to get in a single profile. Oh my goodness. I don't need to worry about that yet. It worries me that that exists. Return to menu. Okay. Neat. We made some type of permanent progress. And now we're searching for microchips, and once we get 3 of them to power up this, we'll be able to go into the grotto and something. Oh my goodness. It's been a struggle the last few days, I guess, in the game. Runs. Episodes as well. I want to try to use my remaining steps to get my shovel back in the coat check. I can also draft the room 1 off the entrance hall, so I guess we can do that together as I'm finishing up. Is there anything here that's really going to help me? Do I have any more rooms I can draft? I think I closed off the whole rest of the house, so nothing really matters. I think nothing matters. So sure, give me a bedroom. But I don't even need to step in it. I just want to go to the coat closet, which I can get to, yeah, over here. We'll check my shovel back in. I've got a couple more days of apparently 8 courtyards in the draft pool. I've seen 1 of them in 2 days. So maybe that's a really rare thing to pull, and I need to possibly use the conservatory to make it less rare or something. I don't know. I want to check an item. Still feels like my shovel is the most valuable item that I have in the near term, so we will check that. And with that, I think we can go ahead and call it a day. Okay, we made some progress. Finally. And I upgraded my permanent allowance as well, so that should be really good moving forward. Today we had a perplexing excavation site. I dug up 18 spots, had some puzzle rooms, and learned some more about the billiards puzzles so that I can keep using that successfully. But that's all she wrote today. I'm going to say, I hope as always, oh my gosh, I've been recording for over 2 hours. I hope as always that you all are having a great day, and I will see you again soon with more blueprints. For now, bye-bye.